I'm in the silo room at the lodge at Cape Kidnappers. What a fantastic setup this is, Jay.
I think so, but it's great to share it with great people. Thank you for coming.
Well, you're the managing director of Kauri Cliffs, Cape Kidnappers and Matakauri Lodge. Which is your favourite?
That's a tough question, and one that, you know, it's funny. They're so unique. They're so special. I love, you know, of course, all of them equally, but, you know, when I'm not at one, I tend to want for the other two. So, you know, this Cape Kidnappers is a special place for me. It's a place that my mother and I worked on and sort of did together. And Matakauri's got a special place for me because it's something my wife and I did together. And Kauri Cliffs is sort of our first one, so it's got its own special place in sort of my heart.
And you're originally from America, but you live full-time in New Zealand, is that correct?
Yes. So I'm fortunate enough to be calling this great country home for about 10.5 months a year.
And what do you love most about New Zealand and the Hawke's Bay region?
You know, to me, it's the fact of going outside, being part of a great summer like this. So many activities to do. I love my fly fishing, and there's no shortage of that around here. So that's sort of one of my favorite things to get involved in.
And you play a bit of golf?
Not as much as I'd like, and not nearly enough. I don't have a good enough excuse because I'm only working about 10 yards away from a golf course, but not as much as I'd like.
And what I love about the lodge, Jay, is you're on a farm. It's called the farm, but you'd feel like we've been living here forever, wouldn't you? What was the inspiration behind it?
You know, the idea was to kind of bring a bit of, you know, sort of the Kiwi experience and the Kiwi farm feeling to international visitors. And, you know, the idea behind it was to make it feel like a cluster of farm buildings, you know, on the exterior, and really fits into this environment, as I think you can see from the golf course and everything. But once you're inside, to have every modern convenience and every modern comfort you could wish for.
And what's your favourite part about the farm?
You know, I've got several favorite things about it, but, you know, if there had to be one, it would be maybe the vegetable garden. I love getting down there. No matter how crazy the day is, you can go down there and you can kind of talk to a few vegetables and be in a much better place.
And the wine cellar's pretty good, they tell me.
We do have a great wine list. We've got a sort of, I think there's close to 600 different bins, and most of them are from right here in Hawke's Bay. So we've got a great team in sort of our wine department looking after that, and constantly striving to get more.
And obviously there's more to do than just the golf and the relaxing and the food and wine. What are sort of the other things that I'm going to experience over the next few days?
You know, I hope you'll be able to get a chance out there to go out there and experience some of the nature reserve. You know, halfway up the driveway, I think you saw the predator-proof fence that we've got in place. So, you know, we've got a huge amount of nature on the property. We've got the world's largest land-based gannet colony. We also have kiwi birds, as well as several other endangered bird species. You know, guests can get behind the wheel of a quad bike and go out there and experience the 6,000 acres. You can see and experience a real working sheep and cattle farm. So quite a bit to see and do just here on the property, but then of course there's Hawke's Bay as well.
And in one sentence, how would you sum up the farm at Cape Kidnappers?
Paradise.